Good Lord,
Where is that?
junior in high school.
That's what they do. That's what the.
For 25 years.
The date needs to change. It needs to change for 26, but I just came out of a meeting, so.
Are these?
Yes, they'll be for
Okay.
26 wages, or not wages, premiums.
That amount is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just printed real fast.
Okay.
I just.
Okay.
No,
Here.
All right. Status quo, good to go? All right, 2:00 on the dot. We will call the Commissioner Weekly Working Session for March 9th, 2026 to order. In attendance, we have Commissioner Williams, myself, Commissioner Strissel, our Executive Administrative Assistant, Tiffany Tanner. We'll just go around the room just so we have accurate count of our attendees. So Lexi, you want to get us started?
County Clerk and Recorder, Alexis Doctor.
Thank you.
Judy Hansted volunteer at the senior center.
Yeah.
Anita Bernhardt, citizen.
Doug Helping.
Good to see you, Doug. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining. Who do we have up online there?
It just says Rhonda.
Okay, welcome, Rhonda. Lexi did come in and ask if she could be front-loaded because she has things to do, so we'll make that adjustment for you. Lexi, what do we got?
So you commissioners asked me to run permissive medical levy insurance for 26. So our base for employee only is 2,030 plus the 129, which is 75% of the vision and dental insurance, which gives us the 2159 for monthly premium for contribution. So I did that off of 99 employees, which is currently what's on there, and it comes out to $2,564,892. Our taxable value is sitting at $39,834,800. So our mills for the permissive medical levy would be 5,306. So this number is going 5,306, and the taxable value number will change.
Yeah.
We don't have tax values yet, so
Right.
and we won't till August.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to come up with a little. Let's see. I think it's $451,000 in cash. So all employees who are eligible for insurance have to be calculated for. So also vary between if we have to post new jobs, things like that. So 471,530 is what my cash needs to be.
Or 7130?
530.
530, thank you.
So just so you're aware, that's what I will need to find, and it's gonna vary. So more employees come on or more employees go off. Or we get rid of job positions, and that's gonna drop. And
Yep.
So
Yep.
there's a couple of factors, but
Okay.
that's what I got.
No, thank you for that. I really appreciate you running those numbers and helping us out there.
Yes, and I think something, so that's as long as you guys are still doing the 75% of dental and vision plus the full base for the employee. So, and I can tell you how much cash we might have left over once I have a little bit more time to
Okay,
look at.
I understand. Election season, you're busy and.
Yeah, election season, got to send out 9,000 letters today, so
Well,
we're not anywhere close. So, but that's it.
okay. No, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Any questions?
Not at this time, but I'm sure,
Okay.
as we move forward with this and start crunching those numbers, I'll have some for you.
Perfect. All right. Well,
Great. Thank you, man.
you're welcome.
All right. Public comments on non-agenda items. We want to,
Yeah, the email that I sent out on Friday,
yep.
DIS called and asked the status of it, was wondering if there were issues. I guess I probably should have did this when Lexus was in here.
Oh, shoot.
Let me go grab her.
Yeah. This has to do with the emails, I believe, so. Sorry, Lex.
Nope, that's okay.
So our emails. Okay, we're getting everything organized there. A lot of us have, switched over. Do we have any outliers that still need to get switched, or where are we at on that? I kind of
I-
lost.
Who hasn't been switched? I like my office is done.
The DIS called Friday and said that they're in the process of getting everybody switched over. They were told the health department didn't want to do it. But then they called Sherry and she said that there were some issues and you didn't want it done. And they're just wanting clarification if there's issues, has the project been halted, what's going,
Okay,
and I couldn't answer it.
so correct me if I'm wrong, this was a mandatory deal?
Mandatory, but you guys voted on it back in April.
Correct,
But
correct.
like my office is gonna be forced to go that way, so,
Mhm.
and they keep bringing it up, you have to have .gov. So,
Okay,
So this email was misleading. The conversation I had with DIS, I said I'm going to hold off at the moment because there was some departments per our last discussion
Mhm.
that were questioning about moving over. I said I'm gonna hold off for just now until we get a feel of what's gonna go forward with these other departments. He was fine with that.
okay,
I didn't say there was issues. In fact, I even referred to Lexi having to switch over.
Yeah.
And that our clerk of courts are already on the .gov. So I don't know where this came from. It's really misleading, this email. That's why I did not respond because
okay, so,
how it played out. Conversation.
I'm simply just asking a question. They're looking for clarification. If there are issues, can they please be made aware of it? Or was it simply just bad timing and they will call you back and reset it up? That's literally what
I
the
already
email said.
spoke to him and I never once brought up an issue.
Okay,
Like there
he
wasn't issues. I said the health department, we were discussing the health department, possibly per last our conversation in our meeting, them not wanting to switch over. So I wanted to feel out how things were gonna go. And that I was gonna hold off just until we got more clarification. I have not heard anything back, heard anything about it since. And then I
So-
got this email.
He
Okay.
just called me again 5 minutes ago and said he just needs to know what the status is.
okay. Jack.
Yep.
Jack's been working with. He
Yeah,
got me
he's
all
the
set up.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right,
said, we're going into a working session. I will find out. He goes, I just need to know if there's issues. Some are getting transferred, some don't want to. What's going on?
okay,
Well, my understanding is was it April when we
Mhm.
it's
talked
like
about it?
April or May.
It didn't sound like there was any issue from anybody, because we talked about it, at least 2 times?
At
Mhm.
least.
About it, the transitioning to the .gov, and I thought everybody thought it was a good idea at the time. Now, of course, we didn't get input from everybody, but we talked about it here. Since it makes sense if one department has to and some are already doing it. The only ones, and we talked then at that particular time that the sheriff's office was completely separate. And it made sense not to change theirs. Then it wasn't until just week before last or whatever, the health department didn't want to do it.
Mhm.
So they were, I guess we talked about a week ago today, was it?
yeah, something like that, yeah.
In our work or business meeting, but even then it was brought up that there wasn't very much discussion prior. Yes, we talked about it, but out there, I don't know how informed everybody was.
Kim's the one who suggested the Hill County MT
What's that?
on the video. If you go back and watch the session where you guys voted on it. Kim said, if you're gonna switch the email, please make it Hill County MT.
Oh, yeah, so we won't get caught up with the Texans. We get calls for those guys sometimes.
This is .gov, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hillcountymt.gov.
Yeah,
Cause she said if we were gonna change it
Yep.
to add MT in there.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah. And we have talked about it several times. I know I have, at least with you guys. Regards to my office for sure, and then DIS said it'd be easier just to switch everybody.
okay,
And then when you had called me that night, to send that out there, I was trying to, because I figure if I'm sending it to everybody, I'd probably get a ton of emails from, the sheriff's department saying, hey, we've already talked about this. And I didn't know exactly where we were with, the computers and email addresses for the council on aging. So That's why I said it, with the exception of those two, when I sent out that email.
And I believe Lori is, hillcounty.us is her email, so she would be affected by that.
Okay. I will get a hold of Jack and,
But I do think that we all still need to position to the .gov.
it's a cybersecurity issue. I understand the validity in it and I'm fine with it. So,
Well, and it is looked at differently when it's a .gov compared to anything else.
Mhm.
But maybe we should talk to him and find out what are the overall advantages. But I think it's gonna be very confusing to people
If we have
having.
some US and some .gov. So either way.
And the thing is, even if we have the .gov, the US ones are still gonna be there and will be forwarded on to your .gov. And it just makes sense now to start working on it. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer. When I got help from DIS last week with, getting it, email on my phone, it took, minutes, whereas when we were trying to hook up the email on my phone, it took, I think, an hour and a half. It took Tiffany all day, and then Jake, it took a matter of minutes.
Another thing I want to, look at is, if we all go uniform, okay, that's fine. But if we don't, if certain ones do have the .us, is that going to mess with our cybersecurity stuff through DIS or any of that? So,
I just. We've had a lot of clerk and recorder fees. So like, we've been getting random emails and then they're getting into our servers and things like that. We have a lot of confidential information in our servers, so I just don't think that the way we can protect ourselves the best.
mhm.
And
Not
with
saying
that,
that .gov is nearly impossible, but like,
is it harder to get a .gov compared to .us?
yeah, because it's on government entities only.
And we also have our multi-factor authentications as well.
Yeah, if you did it, like, so like I have multi-factor on to get into my computer. I have my .gov email and I have a multi-factor authentication code to get into my email before I can log on to any system.
So,
And same thing with the election stuff.
I have 2 fobs for elections, yes,
okay,
for the state of Montana.
okay. All right, we'll get a hold of Jack and get the parameters there.
So are you calling Jeff or Mike?
We can do a group call if you want, if that works, because I know you've been dealing with him and working with him, so you're a familiar face.
I just told them I would find out during the working session and call him back. So
Okay.
if you're gonna call him or whatever.
Yeah, let's just group call him and go from there. All right, any other public comments on non-agenda items?
Need me for anything else or can I?
Oh, no, man. Thank you. All right, public
Did you already
comment.
tell them you need election judges?
I need election judges. I'm sending out 9,500 letters, so.
Thank you, Lex. Public comments on agenda items. Okay, moving along. Road department letter.
So we would probably have to go into executive session, discuss that one.
Okay, and do you want to go into the executive section on the weed and mosquito as well?
Yeah,
Do we want to
do those at the end.
do those at the end? We'll just put those, because I don't want to waste anybody's time here. I know your guys' time is valuable as well, so we will put those towards the end. Commissioners provide update regarding council on aging. We with Commissioner Williams stepping down at the end of last week, Bill and I have been over there quite a bit Friday and today. Sloppy Joes were on point too. Those were really good. So we've been just kind of working through that, being there. We met with the Cisco lady this morning. But it sounds like we haven't been using Cisco as much, obviously, with the claims that have come through. So she did say if we need anything, give her a call. Her name's Stephanie. But also we got commodities coming up. We did touch base with Lindsay this morning. And apparently in the past, some of the commodities could be used in the kitchen. But now they're not doing that anymore. It just is for the people in the community that utilize the commodities. So part of that too, correct me if I'm wrong, Commissioner Lanier, is they're kind of holding back on the grant money on that.
Yep.
So we don't end up in the same situation we did last year by having
I
having
want
to
to
pay
make
back
sure
the
that
state.
money that goes for that program could be used for the way they were talking about was for the centers to use that for food themselves. They don't want to get caught again where money was given and then it has to be paid back. So people don't use it. They can't use it if they don't have it.
Yep.
How long are they withholding that money and how far back from when are they holding it?
It sounds like just from the last time, since the last time they, commodities came in, and I'm not sure when that was. It sounds like Heather was still here then maybe, or were you there when they got any of those commodities for the kitchen?
I don't
like-
even know when the last time they
I
got
think
commodities.
Heather was still
Quite a
here.
while ago.
I think it was Heather was still here, and I think that's what Lori said as well.
That was way back though. It's quite some time. So they've been holding that money this whole time.
Sounds like it.
And when are they gonna tell us we can start
And she didn't say.
doing that?
Yeah, she didn't advise us on that. Speaking of advising, looking through the office, I know, we've been putting off the advisory board versus governing board. And our county attorney is looking at that right now. We did find this within the office. Apparently, it looks to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that looks like it was an advisory board prior.
I don't even know if that. It has Lisa Whitford on it.
Who was,
Lisa Whitford, which she
Yeah,
was
that
with.
was, we did have a board, and it was an advisory board, and
Oh, a
Bill
long
Swain, I
time
think,
ago.
is on there, and, excuse me,
yeah, what Val, you, Lisa, and Commissioner
I
Williams.
think that was before,
Susan,
no, before our area change.
Oh, so when we're still area 10 and then, okay, and then
Yeah,
area
'cause it
3.
was an advisory board even before that.
Okay,
Commissioners reviewed it.
okay. Well, like we were saying, it's just a matter of turning over every rock to try and get some clarity moving forward. So those are the updates I have on Council on Aging. We do have representatives here. Anything to add for COA? Yes, sir.
This might be old news or, I was talking to something about the dishwasher again yesterday.
Yep.
And, I know we've had some talented, local people look at it, and it's something that have to click in my mind. I seem to remember a few years ago, is it a Hobart brand? I mean,
Hobart.
it seemed to be there's a guy that traveled around, worked for that company. He's used to working on commercial equipment like that.
Mhm.
And I just wonder if, as a last resort, if they should be contacted and see if there's repair wise,
Chris with Livewire was supposed to be getting that information to me, so I could bring it forward to the commissioners to get a hold of him to hopefully maybe even get an estimate of a brand new dishwasher, because if we get something that can be serviced and that guy comes up here and services many of them around here,
yeah.
it'd
And
be smart to go
I
that
just-
route.
I've never really looked at it. I mean, I've fixed a lot of different things, but I just doesn't seem to be like, has to be that complicated of a piece of machinery, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot more to it than you think.
Yes, ma'am. Judy, go ahead.
well, Doris Townsend mentioned she was helping on Friday. She said there is a Hobart person that comes to have her, and he also does the soup kitchen, whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
That's the gentleman Chris is supposed to
Is that
get
the
that
same
contact.
gentleman?
Yep.
And anyway,
he's
she
the
said
one
he
with
could help.
Livewire.
So Chris from Livewire
Mhm.
knows that gentleman in Great Falls that installs those and comes up and maintenance
And he's a
them
Hobart
throughout. Yes.
Service.
So instead of maybe,
Mhm.
in the past, I think we maybe jumped around a little bit. Maybe get a hold of, work with that person that does that in the community and that is a representative of Hobart
Mhm.
or whatever it is.
But I don't know that machine is.
No, it is. Yep. Oh, I looked at it this morning.
I did talk to Scott, should get that contact.
Yeah, that'd be great if we can get that gentleman's contact. I think that'd put us miles ahead. The old farmer in me knows that there is a Hobart dishwasher, it looks almost exactly like the one we have here in Havre, sitting in Red Yard. So I know that one did work last time it was ran. And I don't know if we can't get this one running here in town, maybe we can retrofit the one from Red Yard and put it in the one in Havre too, since we won't be using it up in Red Yard. So
Is someone looking at buying that building that would want it?
no, there was a gentleman that was looking at it, but I think he was looking at it. He is a local electrician out there. So I don't think water and electricity work too well together. So he might not want it. So,
Put extra pressure and get that handled, because I don't think, according to the sanitation rules, we are necessarily handling our,
We are not,
you know.
because we're not supposed to be hand drying anything. It's all supposed to be.
yeah,
So really, that really needs to be addressed.
yeah.
you know, as
And I
quickly as
have-
possible. Yeah,
I have worked on that
Yeah.
since the beginning, like literally.
yeah.
that
but
First
stay
week
with
I
it.
was in.
You guys stay with
And we
it.
did, and every time they came in, it was like, oh, this part doesn't work, and then they replaced the one, and then now this doesn't work, and it's just.
Yeah, Lori was
think we
giving
need
us a
a new
rundown this
dishwasher.
morning on so the last person was Chris with Livewire. He was gonna be the one to get you a price, or was that somebody else?
Supposed to give me the contact information for that.
That could be a
Gentlemen.
picture that's on that phone.
No, no, we can't get into.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't get into it either.
Oh, really?
I don't know what the passcode is.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I tried 25 different combinations.
I don't know either.
Lori was asking about Heather's old phone.
So that was locked out because it was the iPhone. Sandy said this morning she has your phone, Jake,
Okay,
and then she has the phone over there that needs to go to Lori.
okay, perfect.
I didn't have it. It immediately got turned over to Sandy.
You,
Mother turned it in.
did you lose your phone?
Oh, no. No, it's the
Upgrade.
upgrade.
So yeah, it can't. So Lori will have one.
Okay, perfect. That'll be great. I will say though, those kitchen staff, David and Candida and Lori are phenomenal. Like they do a heck of a job up there.
And
I'm-
Judy?
And Judy, yeah,
helped
yeah,
it out?
yeah, thank you. I
I'm
mean,
gonna make a comment because it's just here. You know, but we have never had a person that's been, as far as I know, when I've been there, when Arlene was there, a person ahead of the volunteers.
oh, sure.
Okay, and we have not had an updated list of people that signed in that said they were volunteers. So therefore, we have been covering for each other.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I had a phone call, and it wasn't very pleasant, telling me that I was considered, you know, the boss running everything myself, and that they hadn't been contacted.
Oh,
And they were on a list.
okay.
And it was very upsetting because we have the ones that are volunteering, we have been filling in for each other.
Sure.
And I do not want to be head of anything. I
Okay.
also do not like it when, you know,
People call.
when people give me heck for
Yeah,
trying to keep things.
yeah. I understand and, oh, well,
I don't have that list of volunteers. And
Well,
so
let's-
therefore we have just been working in it. We know each other well enough that are all volunteers and we have been covering. And nobody really wants, Sherry had me contacted when we were opening back up.
mhm,
And she had me contacting people. I found out who didn't want to work and everything went back to Sherry, right? Which was wonderful, but that didn't help necessarily the situation because there was so much going on of getting a list and stuff. But hopefully, hopefully someone will take charge.
Sure.
And
okay. No, I think that's a great idea. And, yeah, we really haven't had that, who is our point of contact for, our volunteers and then.
And I think that there was, a meeting scheduled every once in a while with the volunteers.
Sure.
It would be easier to find out what you expected of us
Okay,
and if we were incurring any problems,
okay,
to get solved. Because what happens when things don't get solved, it really degrades the center, it degrades the commissioners, and it degrades all of us that are trying hard to make things
Yep.
So,
Okay, no, I really like that idea. Yeah, let's implement that. We'll,
I mean, I understand, there's so many things going on, it might take time, but I think it is something that's necessary.
Cause I put in my application in 2 years ago.
And I have never seen that. I know there's people that come in that have said they would help and never filled out applications too. And then they really get pissed off when they don't get called. Well,
Well, I filled out an app, but
Well, I sat there for 2 hours last week on Wednesday and called several people. Did someone come in on Friday for cleaning?
We did.
I had a gal lined up.
Yep. Gal was-
So I had made quite a bit of progress. There was a gal that was gonna come in for the kitchen. And then once I got that more established, was working on a list of sitting down and talking to all volunteers at once. Things happened and,
I think that everybody is trying really hard, including you guys. I'm not trying to pick one against each other or anything. But when something goes haywire, sometimes if you're working in the area serving meals and stuff, you have a few people that get out of control and they get talking. And some of the stuff, the information that they have is not correct. And I will say that us as volunteers, we have tended not to get involved in it because we figure it makes the center look bad. It makes everybody look bad. So we have tried to stay on the outside of what's going on. But we do not want, I don't think there's any of us that want to be involved in inner conflicts because we just think there's a danger to the century.
sure. No, I agree. I think
Thank you.
all of our mission is the same. We want to provide services and nutrition for our seniors and, no, I like that idea. I got it written down here. We'll talk about it and we'll figure out a hierarchy there.
I did,
Oh, yeah.
when
Thank you.
I got this phone call, it was very upsetting to me. I did call one of the people at the desk and I asked if there was a list. And I was told there was not a list
Yes, there is.
currently, that they have
There is.
things separated out, but they don't really have a list to give us. And then it would happen.
well, wait, what are you saying? That doesn't make sense, because the one that should be up there and posted on the board that's pulled out or in the front desk there had all the volunteers that worked at front desk. It clearly says front desk on it, and then kitchen down below and all the volunteers' dates,
Yeah, those.
everything,
but not
their
the ones-
information, everything.
But not, yes, that's very correct, but not the list of the people that haven't been working. Like, okay, Benita said she turned in her sheet of paper, that she was willing to work and she has everything.
Oh,
And
well, the ones
that
that
was-
I went through, if there was telephone numbers, they were contacted. There was not telephones. I cannot contact someone if I don't have information to contact someone. Oh.
Yeah.
people that,
The volunteer applications on the desk.
There should be a pile of them in there.
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
director's
And I
office.
broke them all out of all the ones I've called. There is a couple that I hadn't gotten to, but
Sure.
did
Okay,
sit there
it
for
just
2
hasn't
hours
been-
calling people. And left messages. I wrote down and noted if I left a message, what it was regarding, if they would be interested on further application, if it was just kitchen help, if it was cleaning, if it was, people had random things.
Thank you.
be nice if you had like name tags that said volunteer, so they don't think that you're
We did have name tags at one time.
that would be nice, because then they'd know that you're a volunteer and don't shoot you off. It's
The people actually that sit down, I will say, when I've served and I don't know really, there's always a couple people that demand a little bit more attention. And we just go with the flow and work on them, and we try to please everybody. And overall, I think everybody is pretty happy with meals. It's just some of the other rumors that are going around.
Yeah.
It gets sort of out of control and you don't want to, the person doesn't want to be part of. In case the situation becomes
And I feel that's on us as commissioners to squelch those rumors and have that open conversation about, hey, this is, if they say this is what I've heard, to be able to set that record straight and whatnot. So, yeah, that is something that we will work on as well.
I don't know if there's any, since they were signing people up, but we kind of got, I don't remember when that was, but was that after we started the in-house meals? I just wonder, maybe there's some people that are coming in that didn't real now that weren't coming in when that volunteer fill out sheet was passed out, but maybe that should be brought up again. At the desk during the meal, if you didn't sign up, a month or two ago, maybe it's still.
But then again, Doug, it goes back to somebody being responsible for it. Yeah,
Well, yeah, I know.
and
And Doug,
You don't know.
Sherry has a comment.
Doug,
So anyway,
volunteer applications are always at the front desk.
yeah,
There is no certain time to sign up. Anybody can stop and sign on.
Right.
And I combined my volunteer sheets with what I had received and with what Heather had a file of, and went through and called those people. There was a lot of duplicated ones in there. There was.
yeah.
Some people have filled out more than one. Some people didn't have any information to contact them. Some did. So you can fill one out if you're interested at
Yeah,
any given
I
time.
had other-
Anybody can. Any
I
given
had other
time.
things I wanted to get involved in once I get going a little better here, but, I'm like, I got involved in many organizations and I signed up to be a member. The next thing I know, I'm on the board. Next thing I know, I'm an elected officer and I'm doing all these things. Just, I'm like spooked about it. And I've got medical issues. I'm still having things that came up a couple of years ago and I'm back and forth to Great Falls.
Sure.
And, so I don't know, but I worked with our activity director a lot when she was there.
Mhm.
And, but then these other things came up in my life.
It was online.
But yeah, I'll wash dishes or whatever.
We-
I mean, I ran the vacuum down there more than once too.
The
But,
form actually on it, if you put in where you're interested and what you're interested in being involved.
I realize that too. I just, whatever, something about. Well, I guess that in my life, I volunteered so many places and got in way a lot deeper than I thought I was gonna get.
Sure.
That just, that just be.
So the gal that came in Friday for cleaning, so what happened there? Is she coming back or is she set up for certain days?
you-
Because I had her set up Monday, Wednesday, Friday from the time that I would have been there, so.
Yeah,
She was-
well, we told her we'd get a hold of her Monday or Tuesday because we weren't sure what was going on. But we did have her. Did you already have an application from her?
Yes, that's how I contacted her.
Because I think she filled out another one.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Okay.
really? Yeah, no, that's how I contacted her.
Oh, sweet. Well,
That's how I
thank
knew
you.
what she wanted to do. And I talked to her personally on the phone.
Perfect.
And she said that she could come in Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Sweet.
confused.
I talked to her for a brief second, but we didn't get into the semantics of, when she would be there.
So
First one
did
introduced
the
to,
center get cleaned then on Friday?
No.
It didn't get cleaned for the week.
And I didn't.
no, they did, she didn't get that clean Friday. She came in, but
But are you guys gonna clean it? I mean, I went in and cleaned it.
I
You don't
can.
have someone to clean it.
Yep. No, I don't mind going and doing that, so. Anything else on the Council on Aging?
I have these invoices. So Kathy went through and pulled the ones that have been paid, and these look like the remaining ones.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Kathy pulled the ones that she's seen claims for already, and those are the ones that don't have claims done.
Okay, so we don't have claims for these ones?
So who's doing that thing?
I can.
And I don't know like what numbers or anything. Are
Do you
you,
know the claim numbers? Those ones will finally get paid. We found those in the office.
To-do list, yeah,
Yep.
these just came.
Okay,
On the computer, there should be all the claims,
okay,
so that's what I went off of.
perfect. Okay, we'll get the claims done on those.
Just
Yeah.
have to pull the claims are right next to the desk, I left everything there pretty filed.
Sure.
If you look in the file cabinet to your left, it had
Be
a whole
copies
bunch of
of
stuff.
the
The
old.
one off to the right, that weird little one that. sits
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Have
Hello,
all the claims, and they're separated out per
Okay.
entities, so like, that should be,
Okay,
gotta pull it and make it
sweet.
off the previous one.
okay, all right.
All right. Anything else for the greater good of
You,
Uh,
okay, yeah, okay, all right,
Council on
I
Aging?
got you.
I want to bring up something. I don't know if any of you are Aging Montana.
Oh,
Aging
Sorry,
Montana, it is on
Commitment
Sunday
to pick
morning
somebody up at the hospital,
before
and they
8
didn't know
o'clock.
when they were gonna be
And
done.
this weekend, or this Sunday, it was
Sorry about
Lindsay
that.
was on.
oh,
No, Lindsay. And she talked about healthcare and Medicare and things like that. And actually, that's, when we come out to choose our prescription plans,
mhm.
she was on Aging on Montana at that time. And she told us how to do it. And with that particular time, Marcy was having health problems. And we could pick up a form and fill it out, at the center. And supposedly when she come back to assist us with our prescription plans. Well, Lindsay ended up telling on there how to get a hold using Montana Gov or whatever it is she has to contact her. And I had filled out one of those forms to give to Marcy, but Marcy was not there. So I phoned and got Lindsay direct and she did mine over the phone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
So she'll
so
do them?
it's an interesting, I believe, every Sunday morning and it's before 8 o'clock and it's on KRTV, I think.
Air TV. Okay.
But Aging Montana is what it's called.
All right.
So Lindsay will do those Medicare forms?
Well, she
for
did
people in
mine,
our
and
area?
now it's too late, for this year, we always have to have those prescriptions all approved. Was it December 6th, or there was a date? But I mean, she will see that she does it, or she will have someone assist you.
Hmm.
And I just thought happened to turn on the TV Sunday morning, and I seen her on there with answering Medicare, addressing Medicare and stuff, problems for seniors.
Hmm.
And there was a gentleman that interviewed her and talked to her and they discussed topics. And the stuff that has happened on there, I've seen a couple other programs that presented. Same thing, have been very interesting for seniors to listen.
Do they save those shows? Are they on their website,
I do not know that, Bill. I just
I'll have to check that out and see.
happened to turn it on. And
Yeah, that's fascinating. I never knew anything about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Part of my,
Aging Montana. Aging Montana.
I guess as part of my helping seniors, I give people rides. It's my unofficial thing. They don't have cars, they're disabled and they need a ride to the clinic or thing, so that's.
You're like an Uber driver.
Anyway,
All right. No, thank you, everybody. That's really good information today.
big deal.
Great West items for discussion.
Jonathan did email me back. I don't know if you guys were included in it.
I haven't looked yet. I haven't had
I
a
just
chance.
seen that he said the date hadn't been set up. Did
Right.
you email him after that?
No, I haven't emailed it since then. And
That
of
was
course,
this morning.
I left my phone behind, so I can't get it to my email or to the duo file.
I guess the only thing I really have on that, I went out and checked out the dam. Great West Engineering did help us out with, the dam at First Lake, with the watershed project. And, we finally got the dam open again after the project was done. And, we got the water flowing, so I went out and checked that out today. This is my Bible, this is my manual. Took that out with me and, water's flowing good. Life is good out, on that neck of the woods, so that project went really well, so. That's all I have on Great West. All right, next up we have, review the following letters. Yeah, they're in here. So for our boards, and we do have quite a few board positions open, Tiffany just updated our list. We have 2 for the park board, 2 for the Great Northern Fair, or 3 for the Great Northern Fair Commission, 2 for the Zoning Board of Adjustments, 1 for the Compensation Board, 1 for the Central Montana Country Board, 4 for the Hill County Planning Board, and then 2 for the Historic Preservation Commission. So if anybody out in the community is interested in serving on any of these boards, I'll let you slide this time, Doug, because you told me you're too darn busy, so I get it. But we definitely appreciate all our volunteers. We did reappoint members of our current boards on there. We appointed Lou Hagner to the Hill County Park Board again.
No,
Or no, not yet, not yet.
no, we're asking to
So-
reapply.
Oh, yes,
These letters are just for you guys to review before I mail them out.
okay,
The applications have been sitting in there, but I've not heard you guys discuss anything.
okay, yep.
So I just typed up the letters because you didn't have any other applications in
Well,
there to do
and it's
interviews.
asking them to reapply, correct?
Well,
Yeah.
there's 2 that are thank
Two
you
of
for
them.
serving, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, that are reappointment that will have to go onto your business meeting. But I don't want to just assume, so they're there for you guys to review.
Yeah, yep. All right, we,
2 open ones for the Fair Commission. We got 2 applicants that reapplied.
So yeah, for the fair,
Now, the thank you for serving, I can go ahead and send those ones out. I just need you guys to sign them. But the reappointments, if you guys are okay with the letters, I can put those on
Yeah.
Thursday's business meeting agenda.
yeah, I'm good with that, or good,
So basically, we have 2 open positions on the park board meeting,
yes,
or park board, sorry.
park board.
And that's what,
And that's what these are. So
Right.
currently,
we can send those out.
yeah, Lou Hagner and Jeff Dibley sit on those.
Yeah, I
And
think
they
they
can
come up
reapply
in
if they
May.
want.
We're just notifying them that their term's up.
Yes, yeah,
But the public can apply too.
yeah, just because somebody sits on that board now, if you want a shot at it, we do the interview process. And then we make our decision for that board, so. Or for that
But
candidate.
then the 2 for the fair commission, the 1 for the zoning and the 1 for the weed. You guys are okay with those unless there's some out there that I don't know about? Do you want me to put those on the,
I think that's the only ones that we have,
I think they're good.
yeah.
Tis
Ready to go?
set down.
Yeah.
Okay. Your sheet says something else.
oh, it does. I will fix that before Monday or before Thursday.
I'm sure you have it right now.
These were added on Friday evening, so I could get them in here in time, so Friday was busy.
Cool. Oh, thank you, Tiff. All right. So we have 2 more things, road department letter and our weed department, mosquito contract. So, those I do
Do you
believe,
want to look at the road department one? I don't know if we need to go into executive session on that or not.
did you send it?
No, it came from Shane. Well, I can't get in my computer because I've left my phone somewhere. It allows me the duo. I didn't have the duo, I could get into it.
See, that's why I like the fob. That reason, just in case. Your phone's not, or your phone's down, but if you have your fob in your desk, it's always there.
Yeah, I think I'll be
Computer.
changing that.
They were by your keys, that's the thing.
The last one I got was on 3/3.
From Shane.
Yes,
That would have been last week.
yes.
Should have been,
That was,
you know. They sent all of us there today.
I have. You said 3-3?
No,
yeah,
it's since then, it was I think it was Thursday or Friday of last week. Regarding the contract.
Yeah, he did not send that to myself.
I think the phone's out in the car. I'll go get it.
What is it? Jake? I'm not seeing it.
The only ones I have from him are on 3/3. One was that he attended court in lieu of our meeting.
Yeah.
But, Commissioner Lanier thinks, or says that he emailed us, or emailed, excuse me, him since, so.
Did you have something to share? I thought I heard
Oh,
my name.
I'm sorry, I thought he was out doing something.
Oh, I thought I heard my name. Did you have something to share?
No, I
Okay.
feel, I don't know, was somebody like Donna?
So. Have the letter that he sent out about the grievance, which I don't know, we can talk about.
Yeah, that would have to be executive session.
No, that's the only thing. Nothing Thursday and Friday. He said he sent something out Thursday or Friday.
It must have been sometime in there, because yeah,
I
because we
don't
got
have any.
9th now. Well, the 3rd would have been, yeah, last Tuesday, so.
What do you guys are going to post?
Yeah, we'll end up going into executive session to discuss the weed mosquito contract and possibly the road thing that Bill has that I'm not sure since we
I
didn't
did
get.
have a non-agenda item.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize we were.
Oh.
Brought it up earlier, but I would like to bring it up.
Sure.
Before we go into closed session, please?
Not a problem.
I'll wait. Bill? Here it is.
Actually asked to be excused also. And I thank each of you as commissioners for your input in trying to make things work for us.
Thank you, Judy. We appreciate you guys and you with all your hard work at the senior center. Couldn't do it without volunteers like you. 3-5.
5/11/17, I sent it. Road Department Supervisor, just says.
A lot of emails that day.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it breaks down.
I'll take off too. I gotta. My ride scheduled.
All right. Well, thank you, Doug. Appreciate you coming and giving us updates and appreciate your knowledge. Whoa.
Bill, figure out when the next night meeting is. You guys remember, did Jonathan say anything about?
We were just talking about that. We're in our business meeting or working session, but we need to get a date set up for the next meeting.
Well, somebody's been putting some stuff over there. I don't think they've been working on the fences, but
Thank you, sir.
I can't figure out the boxes that, they're making. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, it makes sense, but it doesn't make any sense. If I took this right hand and I put a lid on it, actually a box like this, and I have a lid that's flat and it's got a piece of 6 down in it, and I stick it down in there. Okay, can't get to it down here. It's open, but literally the end of the thing is right here. So I don't know how you could ever put a lock up in here to try to get to this thing. So it's it's a good idea, but that thing needs to be extended a lot further. And I'm sure what they're trying to do is keep somebody from cutting locks on stuff. But if you can't put a lock on it, thinking, how in the world are you supposed to get up into that thing?
Sure.
Yeah, just.
Aside from that, welcome
Maybe I
home.
missed something. What?
Welcome home.
Yeah, great. It was 92 degrees when I left Phoenix.
Oh, man.
And I don't mind the cold weather. I mean, I'm glad we got some snow or something to keep the dust down.
It
Oh
was,
my God.
it looked like a scene from Grapes of Wrath yesterday in Rudyard. It was pretty windy or pretty dusty.
Couldn't see anything or do anything.
Look between my feet.
Was this, you're talking to move?
Yeah, that is.
Very printed off. Okay, yeah, that'll have to be executive section. So, we'll front load, non-agenda items for,
So I think you guys might have received this from Megan. Asking that they received some funding from our allocated alcohol dollars for their travel up here because apparently they've had many cases up here and their caseload is full,
oh, wow.
which is good.
And who does she represent?
She's under the executive director of Dynamic Recovery,
Okay, okay.
based out of Great Falls. You
Okay.
might know them if you're on that board, or I don't know if it's that board.
No, ours is Many Rivers Whole Health. I've heard of Dynamic Recovery. I didn't know that they were in our area, which is cool. I mean, we definitely could use all the providers we can in Hill County, so.
They're just asking for the traveling cost, $7,700 for the year.
So do we have them come
That
in and
much.
give us a presentation like last year?
They did send an annual report.
Okay,
They sent an annual report out with all their information and they help assist with the sober housing and mental health. There's a whole bunch of different stuff in here if you have time to read it. And she additionally requests that you do not make any percentage change to Bear Paw Recovery since they help assist them.
Yeah,
a
they're-
lot in their partnership, I guess, basically.
Yep.
With their caseload here.
okay.
So I told her, I emailed her back, said, thank you for this information. I had read it and that I was going to bring it forward in the working session for discussion.
Sure, sure.
So for last year during our budget process, do we do that process every year?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and so last year we had the people come in and give us presentations, right? And then we made a
We
determination.
can do that.
Yeah.
Probably should do that again, I would think.
Well, I think we've revisited every year since I've been here where, we encourage local providers to come and speak on behalf of their programs and how it affect, or how it helps Hill County. And that's how Bear Paw Recovery got started with us and everything. So
I don't think I've seen this year's alcohol allocation yet
it
for
did,
this spring.
yeah, it did come through.
Oh.
This was in the last week.
Yeah, I forwarded on to Sandy because she always likes it.
It came last week, you said?
Was it just last week or? Maybe not,
Um,
maybe I'm thinking of this email here.
Is that the DUI grant?
no, this is
A different one?
Alcohol dollar allocation
You
funding
could
that we
probably
do.
use some of the DUI funds. Police department, we used to do the program here and any overtime patrolling, we would pay them, but there was always money in there. I mean, you don't have enough money in that alcohol thing. You could sure take, a couple thousand that every year.
our DUI,
It's that grant right there. For every DUI that is picked up in Hill County, you get 100, 200, whatever it is, dollars.
mhm.
And I don't know even how much money's in that.
I just looked,
It's a source of revenue that, supposed to have so much education stuff and so much patrolling or enforcement stuff. And most of it, when they put the DARE program and did the other things, most of it went towards enforcement, or at least the police department would buy intoxicizers and different things. Well, shoot, I mean, again, it's money that comes out of Hill County, so.
I'm not seeing it.
Maybe you don't get the grant, should be.
Well, we get it. I just,
Is it us or the city?
No, it comes back to the county. We ran the program for 20 or 30 years, and we had the police department write up the plan for how much overtime patrolling, how much other stuff they needed and submitted in, but the grant always came here and then we
yes,
paid it out.
the DUI grant.
Yeah, it's a fund number 2970 DUI task.
Yep.
It looks like $7,985.97 is in it right now.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Well, it's not a huge amount, but it's.
Yeah.
Or you have to get somebody here.
And these people are here and have a full caseload already, but they travel up from Great Falls, so they're just asking for some funding to help with, buffer those costs.
mhm.
Traveling up here for current
Education
load.
thing. You know, it's not just patrolling and picking up people. You gotta do some education and things to go with it, so.
Right, there's the Prime for Life
Talk
class
to
that,
Gabe and say, we need 1,000 or we need whatever out of there.
Mhm.
If that's an option,
And they do deal with mental health, and that's a big part of,
that is.
the
yeah, it looks like this, one of their counselors is an LCPC. So LCPC is usually, mental health, and I think they have LACs that come up as well, so. Cool, all right. No, thank you for that. I think, I wouldn't mind reviewing that, and I have no problems with expanding.
You should have got it at 11 this morning from her, Megan Farmer.
Okay. I didn't get,
It was on the email.
oh yeah, I'm looking at the email now.
Yeah. Information for alcohol.
Oh. Here's the annual report. Okay. What?
Oh, do you have the alcohol one? Can you
Just
let
sent
me
it.
know what date it is?
I'll just send it.
Okay.
The second half of the payment is coming. And then I believe in a few months, is when we open it back up or, we, designate again, so.
Because it's usually May.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
May.
So they're just getting the second half of the alcohol tax dollars out now, and then in May, yep, so. All right, anything else for non-agenda items on that?
Yeah, this is gonna go back to Council on Aging. This just popped in my head when we were talking.
Okay.
Did anyone get a hold of KK or anything from state with the commodities? Sarah, Tina, regarding all that?
You did?
No, I did
Oh, I
not.
did not. Okay, you did not, and neither did I. Yeah, we need to get a hold of them.
I have a meeting with them next week for the compliance plan that I submitted, or that we're on for the commodities.
Okay,
And they were gonna go over, sit down and review everything, like everything that we submitted for that.
okay,
part of the project.
perfect. Yeah, we can get a hold of her and. Yeah,
It just popped in my head when we were talking about funds.
sweet. No, that'll be helpful. All right. Anything else for non-agenda items? Clay, do you have anything for us at the moment? We need to go into executive session to discuss a couple of
No, just quick,
things.
just when the next meeting is and is there, I'm just looking at, I talked to Reds and they said they're getting in a 60-inch mower. It's a John Deere. The guy used it about 40 hours and wants a bagger, so he's gonna trade it in. It'd be about 4,000. But I know that big tractor is not gonna go in most of the places that we've now fenced. I didn't know how much money is in there, if there is something, if I have to wait till next budget period, or he expected to get it in the next 30 some days, whatever.
What
Just,
do we have in that fund? We just had one.
we spent a ton of money out of there.
It, we'll look it up. I think we're sitting on some money in there.
You know, if you go over there again, look at the box he put on the gate on River Road.
Okay,
He's put 2 of those. And I was telling these guys. I slide this in. The only place I can lock it is to try to get up into this box and put this thing in here. Otherwise, you pull this out and you just, well, gate, beautiful gate. But how do you get to this spot that's inside this box? It's probably this far up. He's supposed to do that.
Hmm.
He's put these in
and that was just put in since last
Probably
week.
last week, and the other one over by, Shirley's Pond, he's got one of those in there. Slides
See,
over,
that's
everybody.
the-
You take this juice and you put it. Get to the, not that high above the box, I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so, anyway, I'll get out of you guys' way.
We'll find
Just,
that.
just look at it and see, and I'm just trying to find out what they've done and when they're coming back, because I do need people to try to figure out
Sure.
where they're going and some of the other stuff that they didn't get done.
Okay,
It's nice to be back amongst 17,000 people instead of that 7 million.
Well, glad you're home safe. See ya. Okay, yeah, we'll search for it. All right, well, at this time, privacy of these issues we're discussing, needs to be discussed privately, since it does have to do with personnel. And, so I would, recommend we go into executive session now.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor of going into executive session, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. To executive session we go. Thank you, everybody online for joining us. We appreciate you being here today.